Hi there and welcome to today's video, or if you're watching it on the blog. I'm Alan and I'm calling to you from the UK. So, what can I tell you today? And it's another secret, another magical little thing that you can do that will increase your success. And this is something I've only recently learned, which is quite surprising since it's been about for over 3,000 years. So maybe I'm a little bit slow, and maybe you are aware of it, but maybe you're not. So look forward to speaking to you after this brief intro, and I'll spill the beans. Right, so I've gained your interest. What's over 3,000 years old and in actual fact can make a massive difference to blog posts, to talking to people, to writing letters to people? Right, well, let me explain. First of all, this has been around for a long time, as I've already done, but in old Hebrew times, in the Old Testament, they used this for majority of how they wrote the Old Testament. And I can hear a lot of people thinking, well, what have they done that's so magnificent? They've talked in rhyme. Yeah, okay. The first time I heard that, I thought, yeah, okay, well, what's that got to do with the price of anything? Right, the way the brain works is very, very clever. If you talk in rhyme, it absorbs it as truth, no matter how ridiculous it may sound. If you talk in rhyme, it absorbs it as truth. So, one of the things that I'm going to be putting into place on some of my blog posts is the title of the blog post. I'm going to work out how to rhyme it so that when people read it, they're more likely to look at it. Okay? Equally, if you talk to somebody in rhyme, they're more likely to absorb it. Okay, now I have written down an example which I'm just going to read out to you here, and this is something that's quite modern, well, reasonably, and it was the O.J. Simpson trial. Now, there was a phrase used once in the O.J. Simpson trial that a lot of people believe is why he got off, because the psychological power of this phrase is astronomical. Now, for those who don't know what the O.J. Simpson trial is, where have you been living for the last 20 years? Right, O.J. Simpson, top athlete. He also appeared in films in acting roles, got married, and then his wife and her lover was found dead. And he then ran from the police, was caught, and went to court. And everybody assumed that he was guilty, and 99% of people still believe he's guilty, and that he got through the court, and how he did it shocked people. His evidence came down to a couple of things, but the main thing was there was a blood-stained glove outside the premises where the murder had committed, right? And the blood-stained glove was the key factor because it resembled one of O.J. Simpson's gloves, and although it'd been out there in the rain and whatnot, and it was leather, so the likelihood that it shrank, and the fact O.J. Simpson had arthritis in his hands and hadn't taken his medicine for a few days before this part of the trial, which would make his knuckles grow slightly. And people knew this, bearing in mind, people were aware of this. Maybe not about the drug side, that came out afterwards, but they were aware that the glove had been left outside for a while. The prosecution pointed that out clearly to them, and the chances are it shrunk, right? This is what their solicitor said. O.J. Simpson said to the actual court. Very, very simple. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Okay? Think about that. With what I've just told you now, that the brain absorbs it as truth, if it's done in rhyme, And that was one of the key factors of the case, the fact that a glove that looked like one of his, that was blood-stained and was outside the murder place, the murder house, and when he came to court he tried to put it on and he couldn't. Now the prosecution said, well, it's likely to have shrunk because it was outside for such a long time, and after the trial a lot of people said, well, it's because he wasn't taking his arthritis tablets, which is proven to be true, so his hands would be slightly bigger than normal. But the jurors heard that if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. They acquitted him. Was it due to that? Maybe not. But would that be a key factor that helped sway them? In the back of their mind, they were told that they must acquit this person if the glove didn't fit. And as I've said to you, psychologists have proven if you do something in rhyme, it's absorbed into the mind as a truth. Doesn't mean it's the actual truth, doesn't mean it's even close to the truth. It means that the brain will take it as a fact. Now, in a court case, that does not mean that that is going to knock everybody out, but if you've got a list of yes and no's, and the acquit is on one of the sides, that makes that side a lot stronger. Anyway, digressing off OJ, it's been used for a lot of other things. That's just one example. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. So, try and use rhyme where you can. I'm not saying blast it left, right and centre, because then you will get people thinking, what's this person talking about? But the odd rhyme in there can make a big difference. Anyway, end of my little chat about that. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel, button down there. If you want to go to my blog, there should be a little thing at the top which will allow you to do that. If you're on my blog already, which hopefully you are, you'll see at the top corner there is an option to subscribe, and in return I give you a free Facebook cheat sheet. And with this cheat sheet, the reason why I'm giving it is because I want you to succeed, and this will make it a lot easier for you to succeed in your business. So please do fill the form in, join us, and I look forward to speaking to you on the next video. If you've got any questions about anything, do please leave a comment. I always read them, and I will speak to you later. Thanks for now. Bye.